Now, the United States is almost shutting down to stop the spread of coronavirus. It's closing the world's longest international border with Canada to non-essential travel. Cases of COVID-19 have now been reported in all 50 states, leading to the closure of schools, shops, offices, restaurants and bars. Navy hospital ships are being deployed to California and New York to treat coronavirus patients.
We're joined now by former US Ambassador and, of course, Sunrise regular Joe Hockey, who's in Washington, D.C. Morning. First of all, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm spending too much time at home, but I'm fantastic.
Oh. Right. Well, join the world, Joe.
Look, mate, how significant is closing the border with Canada?
Well, it's very significant. About 1 million people cross that border every day. And look, the US is just going into shutdown. It is almost inevitable that it's going to get to the same point as perhaps Italy, Korea, and a number of other countries. And they're working really hard to get the message out. You've still got a lot of young people that are trying to congregate on beaches and are a bit indifferent to the impact of the virus, but they're getting some pretty stern warnings from the US today, and I think there'll be a total shutdown.
Yeah, but Joe, Trump's been one of the slowest in the world to get those stern warnings out, heavily criticised right around the world. What do you think of his judgment on this?
Well, Nat, it's true. I mean, he's a confidence player. And the president was very early on saying, look, it'll pass. There has been a very significant change in his tone, and there's been a very significant change in the reaction of the US administration. I mean, to give you scale, the US government, probably by the end of this week, would have spent more money on the coronavirus stimulus package than they did on the entire global financial crisis. Yeah. Twice as much, in fact, twice as much in just a week. And they're throwing everything at it. And when the US, I can say this, when the US turns and puts its attention towards a particular issue, my God, it has tremendous firepower, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Yeah, it's sort of a bit of a lesson for all countries. You've got to hit this hard and try and exactly. Hit it early as well. Overnight, we saw Joe Biden continue to succeed in his Democratic campaign. Just Trump's slowness and his handling of the coronavirus, how big a hit will it take to his re-election chances? Well, he has, in my view, taken a substantial hit at this moment. The fact is that people want strong leadership, and he is now reacting, Koch. I mean, I fully accept he's been too slow to date, but the last few days there's been a turnaround, and you can see it's starting to have an impression on people. Everything's closing down around us. Right. Our kids have been pulled out of school for a month. So they've closed our local schools for a month, and you're seeing different reactions across the states. But the important thing is you now got a clear direction on the Democrat candidate. Joe Biden will be the candidate. Everything depends on how Bernie exits the process, whether he shows goodwill and supports Joe Biden or whether he encourages his people to walk away from the battle. And, he's currently contemplating that today. I know he's contemplating it today, speaking to a number of people. But the one thing is for sure that Joe Biden has the numbers to be the Democrat candidate. And as of today, he'll be up against Donald Trump. Yep. But who knows how things can change over the next few months. Exactly. All right, Joe, good to catch up. Thank you for that.